Hey, you guys, we're going to get us a quick message to see where your energy is. Do me a favor, go over to my other channel, The World is Waiting Tarot, and subscribe to that channel. That is the All Zodiac Sign channel. Also, if you want to support my channel, the link is in the description so that you can buy a couple of cups from me. My asset, not a liability. Remember, we're assets, not liabilities. And then also my cup with the Phoenix Empath Intuitive on that. That's on both sides. This is asset, not a liability. And then my logo on the other side. So if you want to go ahead and purchase that to support my channel, that will be much appreciated. Also, if you are looking for a personal read, that is the same link as the one that will be listed above or also in the description. We're going to see where your energy is. Do me a favor. If you like what you hear, please do me a favor and like the video. You can subscribe as well or share the video. It's up to you. So far what comes out is spying. Spying and affection. You're unsure of this. The spying comes in reverse. So yeah, it has to do with the karmic partner and their affection towards you, the lack of the affection towards you, solitude and regret. So at some point you were spying because you wanted this person's affection, and now you're not in, solitude anymore. You've come out of your shell and you're no longer living in regret. That's the gift that you gave to yourself, the gift of self-love and release. So you released this energy when it came to dealing with this karmic partner, and therefore now you're seeing things in a new direction or a different direction. You're going in a different direction, and you're doing things in a different way, and you're looking at things in a different way. So no more spying. You realize that this is the karmic partner and that they were never really affectionate. You were unsure of the affection, and so therefore you went into hermit mode with a lot of regret, but you gave yourself the gift of self-love and releasing this energy. And so I am going to pull from the Who's deck to see what comes out in regards to this. But yeah, this is you moving forward and gaining your confidence and not taking shit from anybody. So you're in your Queen of Wands energy as well as the Queen of Swords energy. At one point you were in your Queen of Cups energy, Cancer, and being affectionate. Look somebody in their eye and make them feel, if I can remember, I don't know, be someone who makes everyone feel important. Look them through their eyes and make them feel understood. That's the reason why I always have my signs up, because I forget a lot of stuff. I have so much stuff on my plate and so much stuff on my mind. Yeah, this could be an animal lover. The person who your karmic partner is or was, they could be dark skinned. It's right here, and this is the way you felt. This person was an animal. I was about to say animal lover. Yeah, it was some type of love affair for you. And then also immensely positive, multitask, jovial, take quick decisions, and very clever. So that could be the person that you were dealing with, or that you once had a love affair with, that somebody who loved animals just as much as you, or maybe you're the person who loved animals, somebody who is local. So for you to distance yourself from this person, that tells me that maybe you moved to a different location. This one is living in the same area, city, or country with you. But yeah, you must have mentally and physically distanced yourself. You could have moved out of state. This card tried to come over. It's the opposite sex. Opposite sex. Why can't I talk today? Yeah, moody, scattered energies, unfinished goals, and overspending. That could be this person's energy. And why you were just over it, because at one point, yeah, they were real. It says Uranus, realistic, organized, modest, trustworthy, and hardworking. So that made you respect this person. But something tells me that you're no longer in the same city. Could be a Capricorn you're dealing with, or you being the Cancer. So this could be a Cancer male, or a Cancer of the opposite sex, or a Capricorn of the opposite sex. I'm not sure, you tell me, but you release your energy from this person. And that's just where we are with this situation. This card is at the bottom of the deck underneath there, Taurus, middle age. And yeah, so yeah, this could be a Cancer of the opposite sex, or it could be a Capricorn of the opposite sex. Contrasting energies, alternative viewpoints, secret admirer, and getting preference. And then it says Capricorn, serious or stern look, small to average build, hardworking, ambitious, quietly observing, having few friends or social bonds. And this here says protective, loving, sensitive, compassionate, gentle. When out of balance, will get clingy, jealous, pessimistic, easily hurt, or dramatic. So this could be you, Cancer, dealing with a Capricorn, or this could be a Capricorn or a Cancer of the opposite sex from you. But they could have dark skin. They might be animal lovers. This might have started off as a love affair, because you have love affair and you have affection. Same type of energy on the cards, different people who made these cards, but the same energy here. So the affection wasn't there when it came to this love affair, or at least the love was there. It was like one-sided relationships. And it says Mercury, I can't talk. Immensely positive, multitask, jovial, take quick decisions, and clever. And then it says local. This one is living in the same area, city, or country with you. And then the bottom of the deck was Uranus, card number 4. And it's realistic, organized, modest, trustworthy, and hardworking. Sounds like a Capricorn to me. Not saying that Cancer isn't a hard worker, but this sounds like somebody with Capricorn energy. It says serious or stern, look, small to average build, hardworking, ambitious, quietly observing, and having few friends or social bonds with people. And so that's just kind of how I see that energy. I'm going to pull from tarot, but first let me pull from another card deck. Let's see. Sorry. I put my cards up and now I got to go back and get them. I'm going to pull from the messengers of the heart, and if I can find my situation deck, I will pull from the situation deck, but I don't know what I did with it. Yeah, okay, so the card comes out. All of these cards come out. Damn. Healing is at the bottom of the deck. They're at the end of a big healing cycle, coming to peace with their past and bringing back balance in the connection. So maybe that's what they're trying to do, is bring back balance in this connection. And also the other cards that come out, which is a lot of them, but we're going to go with it. The first card we have is Dark Knight. They're experiencing massive upheaval to help them align with new levels of love with themselves and the connection. So this comes out twice, same thing. So they're having a dark night of the soul, stone. They are emotionally unavailable. It is for your highest good to move on and find your happiness. So maybe that's what the universe told you, and that's why you distance yourself and you're no longer regretting this energy. But this person is coming back. The journey. This love journey may be long and challenging, but so long as you are with them, you'll never walk alone. Bullshit. You're walking alone, and that's the reason why you had to distance yourself. And at one point, you were spying on them to try to figure out and find their energy and see what it was, but you gave yourself the gift of self-love, you know. And so this journey was long. It was hard, but the affection wasn't there. And that's the reason why the cards come out the way they do. But the gift is that you had to release this situation. And that's where it said they are so emotionally unavailable. It is for your highest good to move on and find your happiness again. And so you found it right now. That's why you're not living in regret right now. That is you healing and giving the gift of self-love to yourself. If you go check out my reads from last week and the beginning of this week, I think one of them was... what was it? Self. That was on the 5th. Was self. And so look at that one. And then also Surrender is another one of my daily reads. The link is down below. But anyway, missing you. Their life feels empty without you. They are missing you more than words can say, but they think it's far too late to fix things. And so that's because you removed your energy from them. So they're contemplating a power couple. They see you. Now they see you this way, right? The affection wasn't there in the beginning, but they see you. They see that both of you have an equal exchange of power, which can make you unstoppable as a couple. So everything about them is strategic. Everything about them is business. And so therefore, that's why they're always hardworking, realistic, organized, modest in business. But again, it's like, it says serious and stern looks, small to average build, hardworking, ambitious, quietly observing, having few friends or social bonds. So this person does not know how to have a lot of friends and to understand the dynamic when it comes to that energy of a relationship only in business. Passion ignited. Their intense sexual desire towards you is making it hard for them to know the difference between lust and love. So that is where the affection is going to come in at. And that's why they weren't affectionate in the beginning, but they're trying to change this situation. And so if this is a Cancer that you're dealing with, the opposite, it says protective, loving, sensitive, compassionate, gentle. When out of balance, will get clingy, jealous, pessimistic, easily hurt, and dramatic. So the dramatic stage is either of you or this person is what you've been dealing with, if that makes sense. So the next card that I'm going to pull, since I can't find my other card deck, is the messages of love. Yeah, is the messages of love. I'm trying to look at that. Time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. Time apart, and that's what this has. It's brought clarity towards you. So again, the cards that flew out of second chances. This relationship deserves a second chance. I mean, if both of you guys are healed, then and you feel like you can do and set your boundaries and practice self-love in a one-sided relationship, if you feel like it's going to be the one-sided, then, you know, maybe that is a chance of you guys can heal. Maybe there is a room for a second chance. Release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. So that's what you had to understand, is that, you know, you had to learn to let go and let this person miss you. I say that all the time. You have to release and, you know, not do it within regret. But at first it feels like you're being, you know, when you go into hermit mode, it's like solitude. You're by yourself, so you're wondering what this person is doing. But when you learn the meaning of self-love and learn what self-love really is, you won't regret the things that you've done and been for that person. And when you go into solitude, it's for you to learn how to release a situation and give the gift of self-love to yourself. Addiction. And addiction is affecting this relationship. So I don't know, maybe you can answer that to you know, this to this reading. Maybe you can answer that for yourself. It could be addictions can be codependent, and that's why we release it at the end of the video, because codependency is an addiction. You know, it's an addiction, and therefore my hand is itching. I'm not supposed to scratch it, but you know, it's a type of an addiction. So this doesn't necessarily have to be drugs, but it could be. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, alcohol, but it could be. You know, the thing is that you have to understand what it is. And addictions is a codependent relationship. When you're so dependent on a person's energy that you don't know how to do and live without this person, well, that is a form of addiction. So, okay, now I found my other deck, the yin and yang deck, to see what will come out. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, we're going to see what's coming out. But yeah, that is a form of addiction. So that's how the cards came out. But it says some distance will help bring clarity. And so control tactics. See, this person at the bottom of the deck is apology. So this person wants you to forgive them, and they want to apologize to you, because in the past they made you feel fragmented. They made you feel lost, and they made you feel rejected. And that's where the sideways of the affection is there. That's why it's that way, you know, because they made you feel like you were being rejected, because they had a lot of control tactics. Now, if you know Capricorns, not just the Capricorn, but you know, based upon what this is saying, because I'm not going to just down Capricorns, it says serious or stern look, small average build, hardworking, ambitious, quietly observing, having few friends or social bonds. So this is because they're loners, and at the end of the day, in order for them to be the business person that they are, they have some type of control tactics, which makes them karmic. And therefore, the addictions of the codependent energies can be the reason why this person is that way. Now, if this is a Cancer that you're dealing with, you know, it says when they're out of balance, we'll get clingy, jealous, pessimistic, easily hurt, and dramatic. Now, we all know as Cancers, we can be some type of way, but, you know, we have a decision to make. And so that is where you were when you made this decision to give yourself the gift of self-love and release this energy and no longer live in regret or worry about what this person is doing. I always tell you, based upon the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, that you have to bless that person wherever they are, you know, no matter where, if they're with you or not. Sorry, I went to Taco Bell and got me a soda, and I don't drink sugar. I don't eat sugar. And I try not to drink sodas, so when I drink it, it makes me, yeah, but it's so good. Anyway, you had to find your purpose, cosmic purpose, North Node. You had to find your purpose. And so you look to the stars in order to give you a way or a direction to get out of this situation and to stop feeling the way you do, because you realize that this is a karmic partner, if that makes sense. And so now I think I'm going to pull a couple of more cards, which is the Lover's Journey, to see what it has to say. Hold on. I have all of my cards on my desk now, but they're in these little containers. I would turn my camera around so you could see, but they're in these little containers, and so they're not just sitting on my desk like these ones right here. And it's just like I have to remember where they are, which container they're in, and maybe I should label them, but that sounds like work, right? So anyway, unveiling layers, yeah. Slowly unfold in love, getting to know the soul. So that's what this person is doing. That's the dark night of the soul. Dreams coming true, manifesting in vibrations, living blissfully. That is what you're doing when you found out your purpose and you learned self-love. That's what you started doing. And now this person is in heavy regret, worrisome thoughts, replaying events. And that's why they're asking you to forgive them, and they're willing to come and apologize, because time apart is what the universe wanted you to do in order for you to realize your purpose, you know? So that is how I see that energy, if that makes sense. And now we're going to go ahead and pull from the person who makes the Yin and Yang Oracle deck, which is why am I Lilith Designs. Lilith Designs makes the Yin and Yang Oracle deck and also the Archetype deck. So we're going to pull a little bit more energy from here to see where you are. But yeah, I just feel like, okay, yeah, stalker, same thing, spying. So maybe now they're spying on you. Maybe you're not spying on them anymore. You stop doing that, and they're spying on you. You, the empath, Cancer, you know, the person who has, who is in control now of their emotions. And therefore, they're trying to figure out by saying, hey, wait, is this her password again? I remember she gave it to me. Because Cancer, you know, we're open with everything. We give our passwords up. We give the combination to our doors up. We do everything because we see the beauty in every person as the Queen of Cups energy. Be someone who makes everyone feel important. Look them through their eyes and make them feel understood. But we are empath, and maybe this is a Pisces, but you know, you're seeing the beauty in yourself, but they're also doing that. You're the creator of your own world, and this person didn't realize that until they crossed you. And therefore, this could be a Pisces energy, or it could be you have Pisces in your chart, or they have Pisces in their chart. Higher self, you went within. That's where you found your purpose, and that's where your empathic intuition came in at, and you realize yourself because you realize the beauty in yourself. You know, they didn't have to see it, but now they do. Now they see the beauty in you, because now you're causing them to have a dark night of the soul, and now they want a second chance because they were moody, scattered energies, unfinished goals, and overspending. So, you know, this Capricorn like to spend money, and so do you when it comes to certain things, but you're pretty frugal when it comes to, you know, the foundations and trying to build or either rebuild. See, I told my son this the other day, that it's one thing to rebuild and then one thing to build. When you build in the beginning, sometimes your foundation gets a little crumbly or weak. But once you learn how to build and not have it, you know, rebuild makes you stronger. Rebuilding your foundation makes you stronger and realize the things before. But if you have a chance to start from the beginning and just build, then you don't have to worry about rebuilding, because you already will have your ducks in a row. And when you hit that bump in the road, then you'll realize, oh, wait a minute, I can go back and I have to repair this. It reminds me of the song The Bones by Marilyn Morrison or something like that, but the song called Bones. You know, it's like your foundation. Now you can go through all these different things, but as long as your foundation is strong, when you guys come back to this union, or if you do go back into a union, once you realize what the weaknesses, the flaws, the issues were in the situation, then you'll be able to make a decision to piece it up together, but to make sure that nobody can break the foundation that was built, because it's a solid foundation at this point. So it's not a hard thing to repair it, but that all starts with boundaries. That starts with boundaries. When you learn boundaries, then you'll understand what rebuilding is. You'll understand that, okay, you hit a bump in the road, and so now since you hit that bump in the road, you have to turn around and I hope you guys can hear me because I'm turning around digging through this thing. But once you understand that bump in the road happened, you'll know how to communicate in order to rebuild and how to set boundaries. Does that make sense? This card flew backwards, which is journal. Yeah. So writing, diary, and keeping notes. That's what I mean. You'll keep notes for the time that you had to repair something, and then you'll just go back to this journal and say, okay, I remember this, but I also remember how I did this to get through it, and then things will start to make sense. Unconditional love, genuine, certain love. So this person is realizing that you have some type of unconditional love, and they're only realizing that because you took a pause, a timing factor. The universe said, figure out your purpose, and therefore what they felt like, denial. Yeah, they were in denial for a while, and that's why they were in heavy regret. See, because you were regretting at first. Now they're in heavy regret and want to apologize and you to forgive them because you took time apart, because they were in denial. They weren't facing their truth. They were irrational and not reasoning with your feelings. And therefore, you had to remove the negativity. Does that make sense? And so now, here it is. Lust and sexual chemistry, the desire. They realize that it's more than just sexual with you. Does that make sense? And focus. Eyes for you, fascinated and watching you. Again, stalker, spying, stalker. So maybe they were the ones stalking you, and you physically moved to a different location. And so that's the reason why it said that at one point you guys were in the same city, but you physically removed yourself, literally distanced yourself. Intervention, rescue, and others involved. Yeah, you got the universe involved. You got the universe involved, and that's the reason why you found out your purpose, lost, ghosted, blocked, and cut off. You cut this person off and made them have no other choice but to heal and go through this dark night of the soul. Whether it hurt you or not, oh, I didn't even see this. Whether it hurt you or not, you had to come to a realization and make them aware and actually have them come to the light and find out who you really are and to really see the beauty in you. And not just to see you like everybody else in color. You get what I'm saying? Like, not to see you and to see you set apart and be different from the rest, Cancer, if that makes sense. So now we're going to pull tarot, and then I will pull a question to see what question comes out. And then we're going to end this. But, again, I love you guys for supporting me. I really truly appreciate it for you guys for supporting me. I really do, because, at the end of the day, the Phoenix is somebody who I've always been. I've always risen from the ashes. I've always had some type of empathy and intuition when it comes to the Eight of Swords is in reverse. The Eight of Swords in reverse is overthinking, and the Queen of Wands is in reverse. At one point, you were overthinking and you lost your power, but now here it is, the Three of Wands. You're looking at the opportunities and you're preparing to receive, whether it be love or not. That's where you are. The Seven of Swords is running away and hidden dishonors, lies, and things like sneaky energy. But you know what? You don't care about that anymore. It's about you, the Chariot, Cancer. It's about you understanding that there is a crossroads. Again, you have to find the path that you need to be on and take a leap of faith and have a fresh start. So if that means with somebody, a person, place, thing, or a situation, then that's what you got to do. Does that make sense? We have the Sun. This is growth. This is success. And this is happiness. The Knight of Swords says, be tough, be ambitious, know what you want, and go after it in a single-minded determination. So now I will ask you the question. We'll pull from the question deck, because again, we need to figure out who this Capricorn or Cancer is, or maybe Pisces. You have to get to the situation to where you're at a realization that, yeah, here it is. You have to do what's best for you. So ask yourself this question. What is my ideal definition of success? Is this definition well-rounded to include all of the important aspects of my life? Those are the only questions that you should be asking yourself. You already been through this situation, and now this is the question you need to know. What is my ideal definition of success? Is this definition well-rounded to include all of the important aspects of my life? And so now we're going to let this energy go by saying my affirmation. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, generational curses, death, bad energy, heartbreak, addictions, and bad health. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys. Okay, bye-bye.